It's gonna happen. Just you watch.
Like the morning sun inviting the dawn to break. Beautiful, like the joy that...
Hi everybody! Happy Wednesday! I am here once again to make another little update for you guys. And honestly, I've had a pretty amazing day today. So I woke up kind of early and went to work, and I had a little funny experience there that I wanted to share with you guys. I am here to prove that I've got my gym clothes on and I am all set and ready to go to the gym afterwards. Look, I've got my sneakers on so I can go running or try to run. But I just got some coffee. And I got some oatmeal from next door. When I was in the coffee shop, I was thinking to myself, oh, what would it be like to have a bagel with cream cheese and maybe cucumber or something? And I just had to like dismiss that thought from my head, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna get oatmeal. I really want to get oatmeal. And then I came back into work, and there's this mirror that's over here, and I just had a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and this is something very new to me. You guys know that I have battled really bad body image issues all of my life, and so the past few months have been really new to me. It's almost as if I'm like tiptoeing out on this wire, and I'm just kind of getting my balance with, you know, this whole I'm beautiful thing, this whole I'm worthy thing, this whole I'm beautiful no matter what size I am thing. So I have to say that I walked in the door, I was holding my coffee and my bag of oatmeal and all that, and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, I look thin. Okay. So I walked in the door and I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, I look kind of thin. I don't know, I'm always just in my head so much, and I hadn't really felt like I had lost any weight, and I still have a long way to go, obviously, but I'm just kind of looking at myself, and this is not the most flattering color of all colors. It's like this neon yellow, and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, I look okay. So then after work, I went straight to the gym. And I did about 45 minutes of interval training. I had a good time at the gym, and then I went to Whole Foods and I got a really amazing salad. It was lettuce and shredded carrots and feta cheese and beets and croutons. And I wanted to ask you guys, do croutons, are they considered bread? Yes and no. I'm not really sure what to, I know that might sound like a really stupid question. I just really don't know, because if they are, then I accidentally messed up the challenge and I had bread. But I didn't have any bread. Like, I was on my way to Whole Foods and I was thinking about the salad I was gonna make. And then I was thinking, oh, I should get like a French baguette or something to go along with it. I ended up not getting it, so yay for that. Anyway, so I had that really great salad, and then I came home, and I had a package waiting for me, and I love getting packages in the mail, but this was like it wasn't like a package from a friend or anything. It was a purchase that I made recently on Hotlook.com, and it just came today, and I thought I would share it with you guys. I'm so excited. It's the Stila palette, and I'm so excited. It's called Happily Ever After, and it came with this palette and then a really pretty like brown eyeliner in the color Lionfish. So that's kind of pretty, but the inside is just so nice. The only thing I tried out is the lip color, which is what I'm wearing right now, but it has this like main part here, and it's just a whole bunch of like really nice neutrals. There's like 3 matte colors and 3 glittery colors, and then down here on the bottom, this part clicks out and goes down. Ah! And it's this really pretty blush and a really pretty bronzer, and so I'm so excited. This whole thing was $19, so I am so excited to have it. So after I got home and I found that I had that package, I was so excited. I had my salad, I've lit a candle, and so I've just been kind of like hanging out and relaxing, and I was kind of lounging around and reading a book for a little while, and then I had the idea to wrap Christmas presents because for the past like 2 months I've kind of been collecting little things here and there for my friends and family, and I kind of am generally a really prepared person for things. I'm kind of consistently thinking about other people, and if I see something that I think somebody would like, I tend to just get it for them because I'm like, oh my god, this is so them, this is gonna be great. And so I've been collecting stuff for my friends and family the past couple months, and it's just kind of been in a stack over there. Rather than have it be over there and just a pile, I decided that I was going to take a couple hours and just wrap stuff. And I know that it's like mid-November, so it's like really early, but generally, like I said, I'm a really prepared person. Before we moved out to California, I had packed up all of my stuff about a month in advance. We had like boxes and boxes of stuff packed. And I was packed like a month before we moved out here. I was sorting through the books I wanted to take and the stuff that I wanted to take and the stuff I wanted to leave. So it's just who I am. It's just a part of who I am. And it's funny because it doesn't run in my family or anything. My sister, Sydney, is the complete opposite of me. If you go back and watch some of my videos from Florida, there's one video that I'm showing you guys a huge pile of stuff that we're bringing up to Tallahassee for her because we were going to help her move from the dorms into an actual like apartment with her friend. So we got up to Tallahassee, and I think I shared this story with you. We got up to Tallahassee and her dorm room wasn't packed at all. Like nothing. Nothing was packed. There was stuff all over the floor. Her clothes were still in her closet. Stuff was still in her desk. Like it was like she wasn't even moving that day. I don't know, but that's just a little bit about me. So I ended up coming home, relaxing, opening up the package with the makeup palette in it, having lunch, and then I realized I was looking at that corner over there and I was like, man, I really need to wrap it. So I just went through and wrapped up everything, and I feel so accomplished. So I could only find like one of these little tags that you could like clip onto but anyway, this one's for my mom. It's all the same wrapping paper, so it's really not that exciting, but this one's for my mom, and this one's for my sister Sydney, and this one's for my other sister Adelie. And this one's for my friend Amanda. And this one's for my friend Tracy. And this one's for Julie! And it was the little things that I used to make the tags, since I only had one of these tags, which is cute. It just kind of like hooks on to the ribbon. I can't believe I only had one of those. I don't even know why I had one hanging around. I'll give you a little close-up of what they look like. And here's the food for thought. November 14th, avoiding extremes. The Greek ideal of the golden mean is a concept which we would do well to ponder. Most of us are extremists, as evidenced by our compulsiveness. We are all or nothing people, and our histories are full of times when we couldn't believe we ate the whole thing. Many of us alternated between starving and binging. Either we attempted a diet so limited and strict that it was impossible to follow for very long, or we indulged our appetites by eating everything in sight. The practice of moderation is a very important practice to learn. And the meditation for today is, may I avoid extremes and learn moderation. I really enjoy this meditation because I feel like it really describes myself to the very core. Something kind of interesting that's related to this meditation and avoiding extremes is that I'm a Libra and we have our scales. I'm either really, really, really weighed over down here, or I'm really, really, really weighed over down here. I never really have this like balance, which I would consider moderation. The way I also like to think about extremes is a pendulum in a clock, how it swings from side to side. You know, even like a metronome, if you guys are musicians, like one of the old ones that had the ticker. Yeah, so anyway, I like to kind of create a metaphor with a pendulum swinging back and forth. My particular problem is that my pendulum, my personal pendulum, my hypothetical pendulum, swings in extremes. I'm either on or I'm off, you know, and especially with weight loss. This weight loss to me is probably the hardest thing to find balance, to find to find this perfect balance. You know, weight loss for me is really tricky, and I feel like this time I may be getting a better grasp on it. But in the past, I've always referred to my weight loss ons and offs as the pendulum swinging back and forth. I'm usually completely turned on and I am dieting hardcore and extreme and working out and limiting my calories and cutting out foods, or I'm completely turned off and I don't give a fuck what I eat and I'm binging till the day is done and I'm eating whatever I want in extreme amounts. There is no center to that. Most of us that have problems with eating are extremists. Do you feel like you're an extremist? Are you ever completely Nazi, hardcore, turned on, weight loss, extreme, calorie counting, insane woman? Or are you completely turned off and letting yourself eat whatever the hell you want? I know that I am. I totally am. You know, I'm either here on YouTube 100% giving you all that I have, with weight loss and everything, or I'm completely avoiding YouTube and I'm not making videos and I am binging and going crazy with food. There's got to be some sort of level of moderation. There's got to be some sort of balance to all of this. I think it's kind of interesting that they don't really talk about how to stop the extremes in this meditation. I feel like if we try to lose weight for the right reasons, if we are doing this for ourselves, if we're doing it for health, health above all is a huge motivating factor. If we have these programs in our lives that are meant to enrich our lives, meant to make our lives better in every facet of living, then I feel like we're doing weight loss for the right reasons. You know, in the meditation that I read yesterday, I talked about being thin for an event or losing weight for a wedding or a job or something coming up in your life. This is kind of related to that in a way, because then we place such a significance on losing weight for this specific event that it takes away from the actual purpose of losing weight. It gives you something to look forward to. Yeah, like you're excited that you're gonna be going to a wedding or going home for Christmas. You know, it's great. You have this great motivation. You are setting this goal for yourself by a specific date or event. Me specifically, Christmas. I'm going to a wedding at Christmas. There's all this stuff going on at Christmas time. So I'm putting this pressure on myself to be a certain way by the time I get there. What happens when I get there? What happens if I don't make that goal? What happens if I do make that goal and then there's nothing more to look forward to after that? I just think it's kind of related to extremes. When people know that they have an event coming up in their life, or it's their birthday, or it's a wedding that they're going to, or it's a graduation, etc., we tend to put on the extreme hat. We tend to put on a very strict diet regime when we have a big event coming up in our lives, And I just don't believe that weight loss for that point is going to be long-term at all. I gave my example yesterday that I tried to lose weight before I moved to California, and I did. I did a great job. And I moved to California, and I was like, oh, I'm here now. What next? So the moral of the meditation today, to find balance in what you do. Never feel like you have to be diet crazy or completely off the handle. I'm just kind of reading this again and again, and I'm feeling like learning how to manage our extremes in the future is going to be a very successful tool to have in weight loss specifically. If we're never 100% turned on and we're never 100% turned off, where are we left to be? Right in the center. Maybe a little bit more on, a little bit more off, but we're always going to kind of slide between this little bit of leeway here, like the little bit turned on, little bit turned off. You know, it's like that is how I feel like getting to goal is going to feel like. That is how I feel like thin people live. And I'm not sure if this is true or not, but this middle ground just blows my mind that there are people out there in the world that have weighed between the same 5 to 15 pounds their entire lives. I mean, obviously, like adult lives, but I mean, I talk to people all the time that are like, oh yeah, I generally stay between 5 and 10 pounds of this weight. When I'm at 10 pounds, I really notice it, and then I just limit what I'm eating and exercise more, and then I drift back down, and I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. It's like they've learned how to manage their extremes. When they get a little bit heavier, they realize, oh, my jeans are fitting a little bit tight, and they just kind of slowly work back down. They manage it really simply. It's just like this really simple thing in their lives. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to spend some of it with me. I hope that you guys had a good day. So I'm going to be a little bit busy the next couple of days with my new class starting up and everything, so I am planning on not making another video until Saturday, but who knows, maybe you'll see me a little bit before that. Hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!
She is unstoppable.